as Speaker Kevin McCarthy tries to calm House Republican conference in a fight over spending. White House is holding out hope that a bipartisan agreement reached in Senate can break impasse. But by then, President Joe Biden's aides are confident that any blame for the government shutdown will fall squarely on McCarthy and his fellow Republicans. According to officials familiar with the matter, there is no expectation that McCarthy will be able to pass something on his own that would clear the Senate, a senior administration official said. How long a potential shutdown lasts depends on how much pain McCarthy can take. Watching chaos unfold from the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue, Biden and his aides took a mostly hands-off approach, accusing McCarthy of abandoning a spending deal and listing how shutdown could hurt regular Americans. McCarthy has refused to schedule a House vote on the Senate bill, which would include a total of $12 billion in aid for Ukraine and domestic disasters and would keep the government open through November 17. Conservative House Republicans want major spending cuts, support funding for federal agencies and border enforcement, and are fighting to oust McCarthy as Speaker if they don't get it. I think the Speaker is making a choice between his own speakership and American interests, Biden said in a speech to Democratic donors in San Francisco this week, emphasizing ministration's view that Republicans will eventually suffer political damage if they do not prevent the shutdown. Behind the scenes, top White House aides remain in close contact with lawmakers and congressional aides. Top Democrats in Congress have signaled they would waive their votes in favor of the deal if McCarthy puts it to a vote. Senior officials such as White House Legislative Affairs Director Shuwanza Goff and Senior Advisor Steve Ricchetti have been in contact with lawmakers as funding deadline approaches and are constantly briefing President on status of negotiations. Sources said. While Biden has been in direct contact with some members, the White House has made clear that any dialogue between Biden and McCarthy is unlikely. At least for now. The people McCarthy should be talking to are his group. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre told reporters when asked if Biden would consider meeting with the Speaker. The conversation needs to happen between Speaker McCarthy and his group, with the funding set expire at midnight Saturday. The White House continued to publicly push House Republicans take action. This is their chaos. They can fix this, Jean-Pierre told reporters on Friday. Biden and his aides are working to ensure that blame for the shutdown is placed on what they call extremist Republicans, including highlighting its effects on disaster aid, food stamps, airports and the pay of active duty troops. More broadly, Biden aides believe McCarthy's failure to rally the House Republican conference around a funding plan demonstr.